Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel. Great to have you along today, Sunday, October the 12th, 5:16 a.m. Sorry, I was just gaining my composure. Boy, I'm going to go off on this one, folks. I've got my big blue mug of coffee today. Hope you're having a great day. I woke up in an ornery mood this morning. I looked out the window. There's snow on the ground in Calgary today. I don't like snow. Another reason why I don't like living in Canada, I wish I could move Alberta 14 hours south where it's warm, because I love Alberta. It's the best place to live. That's why I want it to leave the rest of the dysfunctional country that I'm stuck in. And I'm sorry to beat up on Canada, but it's a freaking dumpster fire. And I woke up this morning after seeing the snow, and the first video I saw was the one I'm going to show you in just a moment. 34 seconds on how Canada is an absolute freaking dumpster fire. And people support this crap. By the way, I'm going to go off on this one, folks. Rant coming. I'm already ranting, and I haven't even got to the shit that's coming down the road here in the next couple of minutes. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, for Christ's sakes, click on subscribe. So what video did I see? This is what I saw.
This is Canada. No child should go to school hungry or sit in a classroom all day wondering where their next meal will come from. All our children should be focused on learning. Since it launched this past year, the National School Food Program has provided healthy meals to over 400,000 children across this country. It's saving parents with 2 children about $800 a year on groceries. Until today, this program was a pilot. It was temporary, with only 3 years of funding remaining. But the challenges that it addresses are essential. They're fundamental. So today we're announcing we'll move forward with the funding and legislation to make it permanent.
The federal government is now feeding children in this country. No, sorry. You and I are now feeding other people's children in this country. You say, but John, we're just helping children. Why are we in this situation? Instead of making it easier for people to purchase food for their kids, the government is creating a massive bureaucracy that's going to cost billions of dollars, and you and I are paying for it. Let me give you this. You're not going to like this. I've got some quotes coming up here in just a moment, because Carney's proud of this shit, and the liberals are proud of this shit, and the idiots who vote for these people are proud of this. Here's some truth for you. If you can't feed your children, why are you having children? And if you can't feed your children, somebody should be knocking on your door, Child Protective Services, and taking them away from you. Instead of giving money to people to feed their kids, we should be telling people, don't have children if you can't afford them. Finish high school, get a job, get married, have kids. Do it in that order. Otherwise, you're likely to not be able to feed your children. And folks, it's not that hard to feed a child. You should feed your children first before you feed you. Get up in the morning, put a couple of slices of toast, bread in the toaster, make some toast with some peanut butter, and send them off to school, and they'll be fine. That's what I did. My parents would be up with me, helping with me with that in the morning when I was a little kid. But here's the god-awful truth, folks. You should be able to feed your children, or you shouldn't have your children. Here's Carney bragging about this. Canada's new government is focused on bringing your costs down. No, they're not. They're not bringing costs down. Are your costs going down at the grocery store? No, your costs are going up because we're now feeding other people's children. Today, we're announcing the launch of the automatic federal benefits for up to 5.5 million low-income Canadians, so it's easier to give away your money now. We're making our National School Food Program permanent, and we're bringing back the Canada Strong Pass for the holiday season and next summer. So they're making it free to get into national parks. Well, I got in free last year. There was still somebody sitting in those booths in Banff National Park all the way across doing nothing other than handing out a pamphlet when I pulled up last year. We're still paying for them and all the people that work in the parks. This is just adding to the deficit. This is not free, folks. Giving kids food is not free when it comes to our federal government. You are a failure if you have to do this in Canada. This is Canada. Instead of making it easier to buy food, the government is now feeding people. This is disgraceful. Here's Ronald Reagan. Now, he's talking about welfare here, but it could be any social program. We should measure welfare success by how many people leave welfare, not by how many are added. Carney in this tweet right here is bragging. We're giving away free shit. because the government is an absolute disgrace. This country's a disgrace. I did this video the other day, almost as a joke. Government groceries, now with more socialism and less everything. I just did this the other day. Using Thomas Sowell, a quote from him. In politics, never assume because that something is insane that it won't be done. Folks, this could be coming next. This is what Avi Lewis, who's running for the NDP, wants. How long before the federal government does this? And you got people supporting it. Listen to what this young lady says, Melissa. Mark Carney just created a permanent food bank. I'll just play a little bit of this for you.
The way I see it, Mark Carney just created a new food bank program for children inside of Canada. The food bank will be delivered through schools, but instead, families should be able to provide for their children in Canada, yet Liberals are supporting and celebrating this new food bank program for children in Canada.
And here's Roddy at the top. This guy obviously supports this. You're really an awful person. We're only trying to feed children. What? Here's my post down here. It is sad. Canada has to provide food so people can feed their children. Canada's broken. And this is what the Liberals do. They wrap things up in children. They're going to do the same thing when it comes to hate speech. They're going to restrict what you can say online, but they're going to wrap up, we're protecting children in this. And when the conservatives say, we don't want this, they're going to say, you don't want to protect children. Here's Alexis de Tocqueville talking about the United States, but you can put Canada into this. Canada will endure until the day Parliament discovers that it can bribe the public with the public's money. This is ridiculous. And again, Carney thinks this is a good thing. The Liberals love this. Cradle to grave will protect. We're going to pay for shit, folks. And what's coming next? It's time to take a leap of faith and test basic income in Canada, says Senator. This is an article from earlier this year on the CBC. Universal Basic Income Program could cut poverty up to 40%. Budget watchdog. How long before the Liberals float this shit out, folks? Next election could be coming right around the corner. The government that robs Peter to pay Paul will always have a friend in Paul. George Bernard Shaw. Another quote for you. Here's another quote for you. I don't know who said this. Liberals are like slinkies, really good for nothing, but bring a smile to your face when you push them down the stairs. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great Sunday. Walk away from your computer and get away from the insanity that is Canada.